what's going down, 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 down. Some shit you gotta peep unless you sleep. But one of the sheep, you now rocking with the elite.
Welcome back. It's another episode of Neighborhood CEOs. I got my co-star in here, Lionel. Lionel, man, how you feel?
Yeah, bro, I'm feeling good, man. A little sore, man. I've been in the gym a couple of days, man, trying to get right. So I'm good, though.
I feel you, man. Shit, been a while, man. We got
Yeah,
it has been. Like we already talked about it, man. You repping our guest, man. So hey, we got a special guest, man, as everybody is, man. But we got a guy. I've been trying to track him down. I seen him just randomly, seen him on social media, man. Checked his stuff out, man, and just thought it was dope. And then, you know, some people, hey, when they got big time celebrities and stuff wearing their merchandise, man, you can't get them online. But hey, he was a good dude, man. He shot me back, let me know, appreciate me supporting his stuff, and he was willing to come on and chop it up with us, man. So I've been trying to track him down, man. But we got he's the brand, he behind the brand, Freestyle Dreams. If you don't know about it, y'all, we'll let you know about it after this. Y'all check it out. I think he's from Arkansas, he told us, man.
That's
from
right.
Arkansas.
Yeah, Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yep. Married man, businessman, entrepreneur. And like I said, he got a dope product, man. So we're gonna get into it, man. We got Norman Davis in here, man. How you doing, good sir?
Doing well, man. I appreciate y'all having me on here, man. I check y'all out, man. I love y'all's energy. I love that name, Neighborhood CEO. I just like y'all energy and what y'all doing, man, just to uplift brothers and empower brothers, man, out here, just trying to do their thing, man. So I appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir. All right, so we always ask, man. Yep, we always ask people. I asked Lionel just now. We kind of just breezed through it, but we ask people when we say how they doing, man. But how you really doing? How you feeling, man? How's everything going with you? All the way around.
Oh, well, all the way around. Let's see. Just got over COVID, like literally today with my negative reading. I went on a cruise last week. So whole family had, COVID for about, 7 days or so. Business is, doing well. There's days, you want to quit, days you want to keep going on. My family's doing well, parents doing well, sisters well. So it was good to visit my family and sister last week on the cruise and everything. So, my job that, pays these bills was going well. Got some recognition this week with that and an award. So, all in all, man, I can't complain, man. I've survived 100% of my worst days. So, I'm here.
There you go.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
There you go. That's a true CEO mindset, you're gonna have those failures, you're gonna have those negatives, those things that's gonna hold you back, COVID, just different things, and you gotta persevere, push through. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you and your family are better though.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
It's like it's out there rampant again.
Yeah. It got me. First time, it didn't do anything, but this time that thing wasn't trying to get off me. So I'm back.
There you go.
Back in the gym, I'm back.
Man. There you go.
It's good news, man. Good news, man. So man, like you said, I know you said that, man. You're working. You got your own business, entrepreneur clothing brand. Where did the name Freestyle Dreams come about? And where did the idea come, man? Like you said, I know you said you work. So obviously, one day you just had to have this idea. So how did we get here with Freestyle Dreams?
Yeah, so like a lot of people where, you can be on a good path when it comes to the professional lifestyle or whatever you're doing, just, having a good, job, doing well, it pays well. Like I said, you're being, recognized. But it's a good path, but it's not the right path. And what I mean by the right path, it's not the path that is for you, to where you're helping somebody else live out their dreams, but you aren't living out your dreams. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but I felt like there was a gap or a lack of fulfillment, something missing within me. So I was like, I can't do this forever. So like, if you couldn't fail, what would you do? It would be going ahead and starting a clothing line. I've always had a knack for fashion and style. So like it would be a clothing line. and it would be about what I'm trying to do right now, which is going for my dreams. And so the term freestyle is just kind of what the name means, is where there's no limitations on what you can think or what you can do. So it's just being free, just letting your mind go and just following that. And so it's just about, that a wild freestyle, no boundaries, no limitations dream. And so above everything else, Freestyle Dreams is really inspiration, but in the form of apparel, instead of a blog, instead of a book, instead of, doing something else, to motivate people. This happens to be, in the form of apparel to let people see what you represent and let it speak to them, just as it, it speaks to you. So that's where Freestyle Dreams came from.
Yeah, it's fire, man. It's fire. Just the idea of freestyling your dreams, and as we all know, like you kind of hit on earlier, is like you have those days you just want to like give it all up as you're following your dreams and you keep pushing. And that idea of freestyle dreams, just I can see that, giving you the motivation, giving you
Yep.
the energy behind it. But man, how to talk to us a little bit about that more? Like, how do you push through, persevere when things get challenging?
Well, so I think I do a lot of things. One of the things that I do is the gym, and the gym is not, just more so about how you look. I do believe that the gym serves for me as mental therapy. I do think it helps you develop a mentality of pushing beyond your goals, pushing through the pain, beyond the pain, going back every day. You begin to understand that consistency and discipline is very boring, but it's what gets you to that next step. If I was kind of to say what I do every day, it'd be like, bro, that's a boring life. But that's kind of how it has to be in order for me to get, where I want to get to. But on those days, sometimes, I step away from Instagram and all that to where I just kind of disconnect, from those things. I've had to unfollow some accounts that were successful brands, but because, comparison is the thief of joy, and that's true.
All the time.
It's like when you see that, and it's not hate, because we're all, it's about collaboration over comparison. But, so it's like, well, I need to stop that because I know what it's doing to me. So I had to unfollow some things. I listen to Myron Golden at least 5 days a week to keep me going. Alex Hormozy, I read quite a bit. So there's a lot of things that I do. Talk to my wife, for some inspiration. So there's a lot of things that I do, for that inspiration. It was like actually about a week and a half ago. Yeah, a week and a half ago. It's like I was feeling a little like about the brand, a little doubtful. And then I just happened to look at Mark Jackson's page, and he had on the green hoodie.
Green,
and I was
man,
and I saw it when I needed to see it, and I was like, all right, let's go. Let's keep pushing forward. So so what's on those days? It's like Myron Golden said, there's nothing wrong if a bird lands on your head. It's a problem if the bird stays on your head because it's not supposed to live there. So what I do with my mentality, it's okay to, be there for a moment, but not live in that mentality or in that mindset of, discouragement. So, and just to, to keep going.
Yeah, that's
I like that.
That's good advice. Go ahead, though.
You said it was Myron Golden?
Golden.
Yeah, Myron Golden. Yeah, okay. He has a fire 2 YouTube pages, one for like Bible study and then one for business principles. But the brother is he's on one. He's an older cat, but what he drops, is ridiculous. Yeah, I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole concept, man. A bird, laying on your head. It's like, that's a negative thought. That's anything, a burden. Yeah. Right. And all right, it can be there, But when it live there, that's a problem. You got to do something different.
Right. Yeah, the bird can't
I
survive.
love that.
So
it can't survive.
It can't do it. So it has to leave, at some point in order, to it got to eat. Can't eat up there.
Yeah, it got to eat. Yeah.
So same thing.
Solid. Yeah, solid.
Yeah. So you stole one of our questions.
Yeah.
But how did it? Did he just get it off your website, or did you? Because I know some people I see. That's what we would try to do. If we were, some people, they allow you to send stuff to them. Some celebrities, some people. Did he just see it on his own and just said, "This is what I like. I'm about this."
Ryan Clark.
No, that's next. We don't do him yet.
Oh, Mark Jackson.
No, Mark Jackson.
I have no idea how that brother. So there was no paid influence or nothing like that. It's just either I do run ads. I do run quite a bit of ads. Like I'm only running one ad right now, but there have been times where I'm running 3 different types of ads for 3 different reasons, and it could have been from the ad. So I have no idea, or it could be from a Google search and SEO, and it popped up. So I have no idea. But when I see them names come across, it's like, wow, yeah. So it's big.
Yeah, that's big.
So as you're packaging it, who it's for.
So so I don't have it in-house anymore. So one thing about Freestyle is that this is my second time at this. So this is a rebrand, actually. Mm-hmm. So, which is a whole nother sermon about, having to pivot and adjust. So I did a pivot and changed the name and everything to where I used to have the inventory in-house and do the packaging and writing on the cards and all that. I'm like, that business model is not going to work right now. So now I have it shipped from different places. So it'll, you put the order in and it'll go somewhere else and they'll do all the packaging and the warehousing and all that. But I do see the names. So when the name came in, I was like, oh, this is crazy. I'm like, nah, it can't be.
Yeah.
That's a different Mark Jackson.
That's right.
That's ain't the same one. But that's blessing.
That's right. That's right on time. Like I said.
Yeah. You ready to throw the towel in, or having doubts, and it's like, hey man, keep the party going. We good, right? That's solid, man. That's real good.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So what about, since we on one? So how about the Ryan Clark? Was that a random one, or how did that one? How did that process go?
Yeah, so in terms of the history, I have no idea how he found it. But it wasn't any paid, influential stuff. I didn't send him a DM to be like, hey, I have this product. Can you try it on? It was strictly organic. He either saw an ad or scrolling, or saw a reel. One of the reasons why I try to post pretty frequently. So it can, kind of stay in front of people. But I have no idea.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. That's really where I got it from, because I don't remember. I mean, obviously, because we just, I haven't, since we started doing this, that's when I really got back on social media, heavily, for years. I just didn't really do nothing with it. I wasn't into it just to be into it. So once we started doing this, I said, well, hey, we got to get back on, get active. And I just saw that. And I like that color, because it's like a denim, like that denim jean looking color. So it stuck out to me. And I always know that he always wears different brands. And I know I heard him say that people have sent it to him, or, different stuff like that. And when I saw it, I was like, man, I like that. But of course, it makes you want to wear it more when you see somebody with it on that you hold high. You think highly of. So and I reached out to you, and then you put me through the motions, man. But
Yeah.
You got a good product. You got a good product, man.
Yeah, I
Good
appreciate
feel
that.
to it. It's nice, man.
Yeah. So one of the things that people will tell you with a product or a service is solving a problem. And so I'm an older gentleman, and so one of the problems that I was looking to solve is a mature streetwear brand for the kind of 35, 40, 45 and over crowd, because we still like to keep it sexy, a little bit of street little edge, with our style. And so I live here in the DMV area, so day parties galore. So it was something I was like, well, you know what, we need something that we can wear to a day party, wear to a lounge, wear to a cigar spot, wear to church, wear to the grocery store, and it not be crazy, and just a whole lot of colors and all that. So I'm like, some of the streetwear I was seeing, I'm like, well, I'm not going to wear that. So I'm like, well, let me create something that I think I would wear, and that hopefully would resonate with others.
Yeah, I love that, man. I'm a streetwear guy.
Yeah.
Like that's my favorite choice of like style clothing, streetwear. And so to your point, finding something that's like that's your logo is not even on here.
No, which is another point.
Right? Like I'm not really a fan of like clothing with logos all over it. And so, but I like clothing with messages on it.
Yeah.
So but go ahead. You said you got it's purposeful.
That's on purpose. Because I know people like to wear a lot of the brands, logos, and all that, for various reasons. But I don't have that on there for that very reason. So I want it to be something that that speaks to them, something that you wear that speaks to who you are and to your greater person that you want to be. You either are or striving to be. So I just want be mainly message, designed, fashion and style driven, not with the logos and everything, all in your face, like look at me, look at me, look at me.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's tough, man. I like it. Like I said, I told him about it back a few months ago. You had the Juneteenth t-shirts.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can remember, I was like, man, I got to get one. But some reason I didn't end up getting them. But yeah, we've been talking about it, and I've been checking out different stuff. And then, of course, now it's colder, so we got to get the hoodies and long sleeves.
Oh yeah.
We'll get rid of we ain't gonna have too many more t-shirt weather right now. But yeah, man, that's odd that I never thought about it. So he just said it, that you actually don't have the logo on any. I don't think it's on anything that you have.
No, not on anything.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And that's good, because still when you see that, you know what it is. If you see it, so you don't even notice that, that it's not there, because like you said, it's got those messages on there, got that, purpose driven messages. And, that's really, like you said, man, everybody these days, we all want to, look good, but we want to be comfortable too.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about that stuff right there, man, is that it feels good. You know what I mean? So you can tell that wherever you got it, whatever you did with it, you put your time into it and took your time with it. So the question I got is, how is the process, or I say with that hoodie right there, when you said, hey, I got an idea, so I'm going to start from my idea to that green hoodie or that shirt you got on? Like, what do you just come up with it? You jot it down? Are you somebody that you draw it out? How you do your process for your stuff?
I think for that one, so what I do follow other. There were specific brands at one time I was following, and for inspiration. Not necessarily keep going, motivation, all that, but for creative inspiration. And so I forgot what I saw, and I was like, I'm like, I like that. I like the look and feel of how it's speaking to me. So I just went on Canva, and I don't even know where the term dream tracer came from. Honestly, I don't know where the term the never quit comes from. I'll go back and look at the designs, because I've done, I don't know how many designs, you know, and don't really know kind of where it really came from. Like the flower, I have no idea where the flower came from. So it's like, honestly, and it's an original design. You know, I just kind of put it together, use some of the words, you know, the script, you know, that they have in the graphics in Canva, and just, you know, put it somewhere. And I'm like, okay, instead of, you know, the middle, let's kind of go, you know, midway, you know, and let it speak that way. Only because it was a little different than what people are used to seeing. So I knew it would, you know, it would catch people, and it was trying to be a little different than, you know, like I said, having something over here in the left or the right, you know. So at the time, it was like my, you know, busiest design, you know. So everything else is pretty clean, and so this was the busiest, and right now, you know, it's been the best seller. So you know, everything has sold, like all the designs, you know, and products that I have sold, but this by far, the hoodie has been, you know, a favorite. So I'm going to be pushing that for sure.
So you say Canva, that's where you get all this, everything that you got, all that's been just off a program like that?
Yeah, so I use a couple of them. So I've used a service called Printful, which is like for print on demand, where you can design,
I heard that.
Yeah, you can design your stuff in there. Canva, I use. There's fonts that I get from thefont.com. You can go to and use certain, like thousands of, you know, script ideas for graphics. AI, I've used AI for a lot of things. So I used AI pretty early in the process. So yeah, okay, my dude. Yeah.
There we go.
All right, bet. Here we go.
I'm good.
So when you say AI, you mean, what do you mean? I mean, I know what it is, but you're just saying that it's like an actual program that you just go into, or you just say what you want and it spits something out for you?
Yep. So, you know, they have certain, I think it's called Dolly, DALL-E. There's a lot of them now. There's probably one, you know, created every day. But you can literally go into it and say, okay, create a oil painting themed graphic. You know, two brothers on you know, the phone, and one that's, you know, on a picture-in-picture screen, you know, simulating a podcast, you know, and it'll, you know, spit something out, you know, in an oil painting, you know, sample, you know, and you just go from there. So it's, you know, it's just a lot of things that, you know, that AI can do, where it literally puts whatever's in your mind, you know, on screen. You know, it's pretty sick. You can say, you know, 3D. You can say, you know, black and white, grayscale. I mean, you can just do all types of things now with AI. But good old school, you know, Canva has you know, worked out for me here, you know, the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's you got. Like I said, man, we got all these ideas up here, but we trying to figure how to get them here, you know. So definitely, man, we would use you as a resource, man. And, you know, and just point in the right direction, man. That's all. Because we, like I said, this is what we want to. Like I told him in the beginning, you know, we doing this. We think what we doing is impactful. We think what we doing is like meaningful, and it's something that we don't feel like it's actually work when we doing it. But then at the end, for us to create some merchandise, some clothing, like I told him, I want to make something that I would wear. And then in turn, if somebody else by us wearing it, and then eventually, you know, marketing and advertising it, if in turn people want to wear it, that's fine. But if not, I know what I like to wear. So just like what you got there, I'm sure if nobody bought it, you would wear it.
Yeah, no
just
doubt.
Just like you wear Nike, just like you wear, you know, anything else.
No doubt.
That's something I would have in my closet that I would wear, even if I wasn't selling it to anybody.
Yep. And that's kind of my mentality.
It's like a win-win, man. You know, of course you want to be recognized, you want to monetize what you do and the work you put into stuff, but I just think that's the way to start it off, man. You make stuff that you like, that you interested in, whether it's podcasting, whether it's clothing, whatever it is, and as long as something you enjoy, then when the hobby becomes business,
it's just easy transition.
Yep. Yeah. No. I totally agree. Yeah. This is something that, like you said, I would wear every day on my own if no one bought it. And so now a lot of times that's a pro and a con because people are like, well, we got to think beyond what you would, wear. But I try to still keep a certain customer in mind. When I'm designing products, I'm like, okay, now is this something here that someone 40 and over would wear to a day party? So I'm like, yeah, I think this is something people would wear. And plus, what it does, and what y'all start to do, once you'll start to see it as well, when you really get into the apparel and in merch space, is you'll really start paying attention to what people are wearing, and you'll start to see where fashion trends are going, and let that that'll end up being an inspiration for you. Like, you know what? Okay, I see oversized shirts are here, and it seems like it's going to be here to stay. Let me get something oversized style blah blah blah, and you'll see what type of designs certain age groups are wearing as well. And so you really start to pay attention to what folks in your what we call an avatar, who is like our customer, are wearing. So it's pretty cool how you kind of your eyes start to open a little bit more when you're in certain spaces. Like y'all could be looking at a podcast, and y'all will see 10 different things I won't see, watching that same podcast. Y'all will be like, oh, he must be using this type of camera. He might be using that type of light. He just got the, this lens, all types of stuff on there, that, because y'all's eyes, just, see something different that, I wouldn't see because y'all are in that space.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because I was curious. Like I know fashion kind of got you into doing this, like being like that. Sounds like that was the first love, but it sounds like that has grown for you. And like, what started you on that path? Like, what got you to that point? Like, I can really make this a business.
In terms of using the fashion.
Yeah.
Well, it was something that I liked. I just always had a knack for my. My mom was putting me in 3-piece suits. When I was 4 and 5 years old. They used to call me pretty boy. I used to wear suits in high school. We had something called personality pictures in high school, and me and some brothers wore suits, which was unheard of back then. Wearing suits to high school. So. It's just something I love to do. I believe fashion and style, are different things to where, I think, someone with style can just, take stuff out of a person's closet and just make it funky, make it fit their personality, make it funky, and, not just wear just the regular monochrome outfits, like here in the DMV, black is the favorite color. People gonna wear black hat, black shirt, black pants. Blacked out. So it's like to a certain degree, I like to stand out, from the crowd, without what you were saying earlier, without all the labels and everything, but still represent me, and who I am, in my personality.
Yeah. Did the entrepreneurship, was that always there for you, or that's something that it just happened for you?
So what's funny is that I used to not necessarily turn my nose down entrepreneurship, but then think that it was for me. But then as I think back, there's been some times where I've tried to start a couple businesses with a friend of mine. I think one in flipping houses, one in a car wash, one I forgot. Just so it's like, man, you know what? Maybe it's kind of always been there because I've always tried to venture out and do something. But I guess if someone was to ask me, do you want to be an entrepreneur? I'd be like, nah, it's overrated. Nah. But yeah, here I am, entrepreneur. So yeah, my grandfather was an entrepreneur, grandparents at a gas station and a restaurant, back in McGee, Arkansas. So, it may always have just been there.
Yeah. The seeds was it was the seed, man. You're right. You know,
Yeah,
it was in you. It was calling.
yeah, yeah, no
That's
doubt.
what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So being that you got, I know you said you get some recognition on your job. Being that you got that full-time job, like you said, it pays the bills, and that's what I tell people. I always think, I don't say I always want to be an entrepreneur, but I always knew like I didn't want to just be what they call like a worker. Like I don't want to just Monday through Friday, I got to go clock in and somebody tell me, pretty much what to do, or I have a certain task that I got to get done in that many hours, go home. I knew I don't want to do that for the rest of my life, but I know that you got to do that to maintain your lifestyle.
Yeah.
So with your job, do you find it difficult to balance with your business? Do you ever find it where you spending too much time on business that's affecting your work, or that, have you even thought about, because this is one thing that I think I would never do at this moment, but I would never abandon my job and go full time with this. Some people you hear the stories where they quit the job and they do that. I don't subscribe to that, but
No. I believe in God, but my faith is not there yet, brother. No. So what's funny about my job is that, and this was actually part of the reason how Freestyle Dreams came about, is that this job was my dream job. So at this company, it's a pretty big company worldwide, and I was like, I had told myself, I think at one point I could never work for them. And then I was like, I really want to work for this company. That would be my dream job, to work for this company. Because I had worked with people who had worked for that company. And I was like, they were sharp. I was like, man, I like them. They in the suits, the smarts, all this lingo, consulting lingo. I'm like, I want to work for that company. So I ended up working for the company, and now I've been there almost 15 years. And so it was kind of pointing like, now what? Yeah. And that's kind of how this whole thing got started. So it was like, okay, I'm at the dream company. I like what I do, but it came to a point of, okay, now what? You got, you're there. I didn't think I was going to last a year at this place. And I've ended up lasting, 15 years. Gone all over the world, with this company, and it came to that point like, now what? And I think so like a lot of people, we kind of get to a point of we're doing this and this and this, but you kind of get to that now what feeling, and that's where this came from.
Okay, I love that. That's so strong.
Oh, but to answer your first question, it never got really in the way. It never. Yeah. If I just get 5 minutes of time, I can put together a post, I can put together a reel, I can kind of put something together, real quick, where before, it would take all day to do a reel. Now, I can do one, in 5 minutes and kind of have something together. So, it doesn't really, get in the way now. My whole thing with Instagram is just to be consistent. Just be consistent. Yeah, try to put something out. If not daily, then every 2 days. I don't try to let 2 days go by, at all. That also with emails. So I send out normally 2 emails a week. One I call the added value, which is kind of like the quotes that I always post, which is something that. No sales necessarily attached to it. It's just something just to get out there, people to think about, and just motivate people. And I send out like a little motivation minute thing for people to, read through, where there's no sales stuff attached to it. It's just to read it. And so if I can just help, one person, accomplish their dreams, then I'm good.
Yeah. There's purpose behind what you're doing, and I see your mission. I think we all have that job here on earth, is to kind of leave our stamp, our mark. And, this is a, dope legacy that you're leaving behind, just inspiring people and pushing them and motivating them. And like a message like never quit. Like, you know, you never know when somebody is at that turning point, like, you know, I can't do this no more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's a good message, man. It's a good. I always I'm a therapist by trade, so like I'm big on words, and like yo, never quit can really mean life. I'm at a life and death for some people.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know, so
Oh yeah.
you got some strong messages behind, you know, what you got, man. So this is quality, man. Just from start to just and ongoing and finish, you know. So hey,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. I mean, it's easier said than done for sure. But
Yeah.
you know, yeah, it's just yeah, I gotta look at my own clothes sometimes, you know, to
Yeah.
keep going, man.
Yeah. No, that's solid, man. That's solid. Now you hit on the head. You hit it on the head earlier about just doing what you're doing for so long, 16 years, and you're like, you know what, I want more. And what like not more, but what else? What else
Yeah.
is there for me to do? And you know, like looking at where you are now with the company, what do you see for it? What do you see now for Freestyle Dreams in the future? And like, what's that look like for you?
Yeah, well, you know, ultimately, you know, I would want it to be, you know, like you know, replace my, you know, my income and, you know, do it full time and really, you know, the only downside, I mean, there could be, you know, multiple with having, you know, the 9 to 5 is that it kind of hampers or quells some of the creativity to where, you know, you could spend a lot more time, you know, thinking about creative ways, you know, of other sources of income for the business, designs for the business, where you could just be putting up designs and just have, you know, just a pipeline of designs, you know, to do. So, you know, I think it does, you know, do that. But yeah, vision would be for it to be, you know, my 9 to 5 and to where it's like, you know, it would be easy. You know, I could, you know, literally be, you know, and I like this model that I have now, you know, be on like on the cruise and orders were coming in, you know, and I'm like, this is nice right here. You know, I don't have to, you know, be somewhere, you know, for the work to be done. I don't have to do anything to where it's like, you know, just a, you know, you know, well-oiled machine. So definitely, you know, just to, you know, add some more designs, but, you know, keep in mind who my customer is, you know, all the time, you know, put out quality products, quality designs, you know, probably add in some more processes to make things more automated, you know, with some things. So, but it really pretty much could just be a one person operation, you know, and be okay. But yeah, if it was just, blowing up, my vision would be, you know, 6 figures a month for this thing.
There it is.
You know,
there
and
it is.
you know, just smooth sailing, and have it allow me to do things, you know, that that are my wildest dreams. You know, just traveling, you know, traveling the country with the family. So yeah.
Gotta speak it. Gotta speak it out there. We talk about that manifestation all the time. Yeah,
for sure.
That's what's up.
Ain't nothing. I think there's nothing like what you just said. When you somewhere spending money, and then you can look down at your phone and you're making money.
Yeah.
Or you can look at your email. Like I said, you were somewhere, you know, enjoying yourself, and that's why I was kind of asking about the job, not more or less not to allow you to, you know, post and create, but that's the thing that I think, which like I said, I got faith like you do, but I don't got that much faith. But that's something that people that do that full time, they got that freedom to where whether you wake up at 6 a.m. or 10 a.m., you got that freedom to all day while he's at his job, I'm at mine, you at yours. They just, you know, creating, planning, and in the clothing space, you could be doing 2 or 3 seasons ahead. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? So, like you said, it's a benefit, but you know, I think taking them baby steps is key until, you know, you can see to where it can walk on its own, you know, without you having to. But that's what I always thought about, because I just consider myself just not to be a worker. And I know everybody ain't made to be Bill Gates or Kanye West or whoever you want to name, but that's what my thing was when we and him started talking about doing stuff. I just feel like we got, just like I'm sure you feel like about yourself, we got so many ideas. We pretty fly, dope people, in whatever way you want to look at it, fashion wise, just conversational wise. So it got to be something else that we could be doing, some other way we could be utilizing our time. And that's why I think what you're doing is, it's dope, man, because like I said, just from social media, and that's the thing that I think social media is good and bad, but just from social media, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have seen your product. So you know what I mean? Right. That's why you're doing something right, man. And you know what I mean? I salute you on that, man. Yeah. Like you said, man. We speak it to existence, man. That's right. Just remember we part of the just remember we started from the bottom with you, man. I don't know how long you've been doing it. We started from the bottom.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah. I'll remember y'all, man, no doubt. Y'all remember me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I want to come up together. I love
it. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, man. Come up together, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So you say you got, I know you say you got, my bad, Lionel.
No, you got
I know you say you got kids, man. Do you put them in any of your stuff?
I did in my previous brand, and actually I just got a sample of a hoodie the other day that I might put my oldest in and post him in. So I haven't done too many with this product line, but I think next week something may come out with him in it. So just kind of change it up a little bit.
Let us know, man. He got plenty. I got a couple. He got more than a couple. So we'll put him in it, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I got two.
You got about we got about six hoodies. We need 6 hoodies, I think. I need 2. He need 4.
I need 4. Yeah.
Oh man, that's what's up. Yeah, y'all got kids.
Oh yeah, man, and they're young too. Yeah. So we knee deep in the game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got my youngest 3. So man, I'm still.
Yeah. We got long beds, man. We serving a long bed right now, man. So.
Yeah, I see you got boy dad, man. So you got 2 boys.
Oh yeah, 2 boys.
Yeah,
Eight and five, man.
Oh yeah, okay. So 18 and 10 over here.
18 and 10, nice.
Oh
yeah. What's that balance like for you?
It's cool now. The 18-year-old, he's cool. He drive. So it's cool. I really try to make sure that I'm present in their lives and make sure I hug them boys, kiss them boys. I'm like, no, come here. I don't do none of that. So it's like that. Not affection stuff. Nah, man, I don't do none of that. Let me hug you. Let me kiss you on the head, let you know, boy. So, because I don't want you in therapy for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's right.
So I'm gonna do those things that I didn't get coming up. So, but let's make sure to definitely be present. Sometimes to a fault. Just to make sure that we don't get the blame, that we had gotten for so long, man.
Yeah,
so,
right.
There may be a point of overcompensation sometimes, what I do with the boys, but I'd rather be that way than the other way, for sure, man.
That's right. Nah, that's solid, man. That's solid. And I think it's finding that, it's having that balance. My man the other day said either a protector or enforcer, right? So either you're protecting them, keeping them safe, like you're saying, kind of overcompensating, giving them that love, or you got to enforce some stuff. So especially I feel like as a dad, you have to have both. And it kind of makes our, earn our keep at the end of the day. So yeah, man, yeah. That's good though. That's good. I think. Go ahead, man. I'm my bad.
Oh no, I was gonna say they're my heart and soul. They know that's they know each of them has a name, and they fit the bill. And I call my oldest my heart, my youngest my soul, and got the names.
I like that.
Tattoos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so man.
Yeah. Would you say they're your why? Like your kids?
Yeah, part of my why.
Your why?
Yeah. I'm not one of those, to where like, they encompass everything. But they're definitely, part of my why for, for sure. And a lot of times the reason why I keep going, because I don't want to tell them I quit because it got too hard. So that's, one of the things that keep me going is like, I can't, if they ask me what happened and why I stopped. I don't want it to be like we got too hard. So what is that gonna be? What is that gonna tell them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good. Because failure is part of this, right? And it sounds like you've done some pivoting with your business. Like, what was your biggest lesson out of that experience?
Probably just that failure is a part of it, man. And it's okay.
That's dope.
And it's part of the stepping stones to success. And that you do, have to pivot, at times to, get to where you want to get to. So, that's just what it is. It's like I made I think some bad decisions in the business model, and in the branding and the marketing. So I had to just had to pivot. So it's part of the process, man.
Well, it looks like it's worth it, man. It's well worth it, and it's working. Whatever you're doing. So
thank you.
Yeah.
So I see, like I said, he got a hoodie, I got one. Get some more stuff. So did you have to go through, as far as your material stuff, like that shirt you got on? Did you have to go through different things? Like, I got this sample, this didn't work, or did you just find what you were looking for right off the bat?
No, it was not right off the bat. Actually, for the hoodie and the T-shirt, the current vendor that I was using before didn't have oversized tees, and and I think when they did bring them on, I just didn't really like the quality of them. So I did some searching around, came up on this vendor, and I'm like, got some samples. And I'm like, okay, this is dope right here. These aren't regular cotton tees. These tees here. Actually, I think most of the tees are, like a heavy cotton that could be worn, honestly, into the fall, because it's kind of a heavy cotton. And then, of course, the hoodie, it's a different material because it's it has weight, but it's one of those things that can be worn. I think mostly, unless it's 105 degrees outside, all year round. Hoodies now, it's like people wear hoodies now all year round. So
I don't see how they doing it. I don't see how them kids doing it. I see them sometimes. I say, man, it's a little too warm, but hey, y'all do what you got to do your thing.
That's my oldest, man. Yeah. Hoodie and a Scully, man. It's 102 degrees outside.
Hey, it's part of it. It's
crazy.
It's their cloak. It's it's like, hey,
it's like a uniform, man. It's like a uniform.
It's crazy, man. He don't want to wear a jacket when it's cold outside, but when it's it's 102, this Bama got like, bruh, whatever. Yeah. But it did take some trial and error though with the vendors, because I didn't want to put anybody in anything that I didn't want to wear. I don't want people complaining about the quality where it wash, and that thing is a medium on you, and stuff raveling at the edges and stuff like that. So. Yeah, I definitely wanted something that's good quality that can handle a lot of washes. So I do sample the products, first, and then see, if it's something that I would wear out. And then also I test it out. I'll wear it out. It won't be on the site, but I'll wear it out and kind of see, what type of vibe and feel I'm getting from folks, and kind of let that tell me, which way, I need to go with the product.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about, man. That trial and error, man. But so the way you, like you said, you don't actually have it. You don't keep the merchandise with you, but when you was doing the sampling, you actually get it sent to you so that you could just try it out and see what you like and what you didn't like.
Yep. Yeah. You got to, because before, now with this one, I'm pretty comfortable in it. Other times I would get a sample, I would wash it. And I would try to, see what it looks like after a wash, if there's any type of, if the shrinking that happens to it, any, color fading and all that. Certain products, I kind of know how they roll, with certain labels that do, blank tees and stuff like that. And so with this one, I just, I'm comfortable, I'll still get a sample. But, but I won't do all that necessarily, all the washing multiple times and all that stuff. Because I'm pretty comfortable with their product now, and just touching it. You kind of, after a while, you kind of see how how their their quality goes, and you're like, okay, this will hold up, and just go from there. So yeah, definitely test it out though.
Yeah. Is that a typical thing that most brands do? Or is that just something special that you do?
Nah, most brands do that. I don't care if you're getting it from somewhere like Printify, Alibaba.
Okay. Yeah.
You definitely want to get the samples in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, especially if you're using somebody like Alibaba was coming from overseas, and you just want to test it out and all that stuff. You'll pay more for samples. You'll pay like maybe $50-$60 for one hat, but it's worth it. To test that that quality out of that hat.
But I feel like you have. I mean, I get some stuff, man. I'm a bigger guy, so man, I got one for real, like a graphic tee, or you wash it, or you don't know the inconsistencies of some of the material. But I see like you really care. Like, all right, nah, this isn't gonna be a good look, or so it's very thoughtful. I'm just sitting there thinking about that. A lot of brands I rock with, they don't. I feel like they don't care for shrinks or not. Like
get that sale.
Yeah,
one
get
time
that sale. Yep.
Get 1 million one-time customers, man.
Come
they
on,
good.
man. You good, right?
No, I've come across those to where it's I forgot what it's a term for it. Fast fashion. That's the term. Yeah, it's fast fashion where they just kind of pumping out t-shirts. When you wash them, and it's like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't cool. And I don't want that to be said, to be said about me for sure.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, you're on your way, man. You're on your way. That's all I can say. How long you been doing? How long you been doing this since you rebranded, pivoted? How long you been doing this right here?
Close to 2 years now.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought you were like 10. You doing it, man. Because like I said, man, that's it. Yeah, that's you got a dope product, man. You got a good product.
Thank you,
I said, man, it's tough, man. And I'm mad. I'm looking at him. I like him. I like to switch. I like to swap it out, man. I like that green, man. But I'm gonna have to just go ahead and get that.
Yo,
Go ahead and add that to my. Yeah, because I'm an Eagle. I'm an Eagles fan. So that's that Kelly Green, man. So
it's all right, man. That's all right, man.
Where you ain't no football team in Arkansas, man. So who you got? Who you like, man?
I'm a Commanders fan, man.
Oh man. Hey, that man been in DC. They done brainwashed him, man.
Yeah,
man. DMV. You got it in DMV and it's a wrap, man. They brainwash you every time.
Yeah, but so both of y'all rock with Philly?
No.
We all in the same division.
We all in the East. We all in the East. I'm Cowboys. We all in the East.
All right, man.
Yeah. Look, disappointment. Hey, but listen, hey, we gonna have some good matchups this year. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what Sunday was for the Commanders, but I don't know. I hope things come back around. I was looking forward to some good football,
Yeah, if nothing else, man, some good football, no doubt, man. Yeah, I like Jalen Hurts, though, man. I like Jalen for sure, man. Cowboys.
Yeah, man. Come to slander.
Nah, they go. It's the Cowboy fans. Y'all are like Knicks fans, man. It's the fans, bro. It's like,
don't beat me up, right? Yeah.
Hey, Lotta, listen. He from the same state as your owner. They both Arkansas guys.
Yeah,
man.
he missed
Jerry.
Jerry is from Arkansas.
Yeah. Razorbacks, all that stuff, man. Yeah.
So that's who you like. That's who you like. Your college. You like Arkansas?
Oh, college definitely. College is Razorbacks all the way. Yeah. No, I watched college.
So you was back. With what's it? 40 Minutes of Hell.
Yeah.
Nolan Richardson.
So I was at the university. I was going to the University of Arkansas when they won the championship that year.
Oh man.
That was my freshman.
Y'all had one of the best. Y'all had one of the better teams college basketball ever seen, man.
Yeah, that was my freshman year of college, man. They won the whole thing, man.
Oh,
so
man.
yeah,
How was that?
Corliss Williamson was there then, right?
Yeah, it was Corliss Williamson.
Scotty
Thurman, Alex Dillard. It was Corey Beck. It was
Anderson Beck. Oh yeah, Corey Beck. Yeah, Corey Beck.
Yeah, it was Beck.
I remember that.
Torrey Hunter from the Minnesota Twins, the baseball player. Yeah. He went on to play pro for a long time. He was he was down there at the same time. So that was a good time, man. That put out some athletes, man, some pros.
Oh yeah.
School was lit. I could tell by the stories. I could see the stories, man. I know it was lit down there at that time.
That's why I didn't end up graduating from there, man. I had too much fun, bro.
Yeah, y'all was lit down there.
Yeah, man. It was a good time, man. That's why I got kicked out, man. But it's good. No regrets.
No regrets. There you go. There you go.
You ended up where you're supposed to be.
You're right. You're right, man. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, but this been a dope experience, man. Dope conversation, man. Yeah. Like I said, long time coming. We glad you back well, man. Because I didn't know you was down like that. So I'm glad we didn't have to do nothing last week. But
yeah,
good to see you back on your feet, man. And
thank you, man.
We got a little before we close it out, man. Lionel gonna get you to wrap it up for us, man. So Lionel gonna take it over, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So at the end of all our pods, we look to our guest to have the last word, and so basically giving the listeners a key for the day. And so if you got anything to bless the people with, what you got for them?
Key for the day, man. I would probably go back to the one thing I said in the beginning with the discipline and the consistency. That discipline is boring. Where you're doing the same thing, where it becomes, but it's boring, for a reason. For instance, with the podcast, getting up, record, edit. But in that process, you're becoming better in the process, during the whole time. But if you just tell somebody what you're doing, it's boring. But it's discipline and it's consistency that's doing that. But in the process, you're refining yourself and reforming yourself as well to become that finished product. And then when you get to the end of that boring stage, you're going to have something that's beautiful to look at. That's going to be, successful product, successful person, successful service, whatever that, that person is trying to do. So, so end of the day, it doesn't sound sexy, but discipline is boring.
Hey, solid key, man. Thank you.
Makes sense to me, man. I think a lot of people need to adopt that just in everyday life, man. Wherever you're in business, that's what I keep trying to say, man. I always try to tell myself or tell anybody, we want to make this look like if you're not an entrepreneur, then we don't want to deal with people like that. We only deal with people that's in business, because that's not really what we about. You could be a bus driver. You could play a sport. You could just be a parent, and it's the same rules apply to you. You got to be disciplined. You got to be consistent in whatever you're doing. So, like I said, I think that applies to all walks of life, man, all professions.
Yeah,
all
athletes,
people, man. So
practice, going to the gym every day, the same time every day, that discipline, but it ain't sexy, it's boring, but it's gonna get your job done.
That's it, man.
Yeah, man. But hey, we appreciate you, man, and we glad we got a chance to, chop it up with you.
Yeah.
And
yes, sir.
Hey, now that we got a common interest, common enemy, common interest, whatever you want to call it, man. Hey, we'll get back together, down the road, man, and chop it up again about sports, fashion, whatever we choose, man. But
let's do that
again, man. We appreciate you. Hey, good best of luck to you, man. Everything you're doing, man.
Hey, y'all too, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for this, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
yes, sir, man.
Y'all keep going, brothers.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Have a good one, Doc.
You too,
Peace.
man.
All right, peace.
How can you pretend?
Now rocking with the elite.